What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another FPL Seal video. So today I'll be going through the first draft that I have in mind for GW17. Now if you like today's video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel to help us grow the community. It's going to be a relatively short video today, mainly because I wasn't going to make a video. I was going to take a day off, but then this idea popped in my head. I was just tinkering around with the team and I decided I'm just going to put it out there. This is not the final draft that I'm going to be making. That will come later in the week, but it is just where my head's at right now. So if you do enjoy it, please like and subscribe, but let's get into it. So we'll start with the defense. Now I've covered 5 solid defenses here, and I've kind of, the only thing we don't have is a Man United defense or of course a Spurs defense, but we have James from Chelsea, we have Robertson from Liverpool, you know, as that premium asset. Then we have Trippier from Newcastle, and then we have Kyle Walker from Manchester City. Now by having Ramsdale in goal, I'm covering that Arsenal defense, but yet I'm not giving up a defender spot. It was kind of between him, De Gea, and Arrizabalaga, but I really want Reece James, and I'm not sure about the double up on the Chelsea defense. That might change before the deadline, but I am a big fan of Ramsdale and Arsenal, of course, as I am an Arsenal fan. But Bueno is on the bench, of course. There, he's just there for budgetary reasons, and I have 0.1 in the bank for this draft as a whole, so there's not a lot of room for wiggling around with this. But overall, I'm relatively happy with the defense. The price structure is decent there with James, Robertson, Trippier, all kind of in the more expensive bracket, so I can go to any defender easily. The main points that are missing might be Cancelo and possibly Trent if he explodes, and it's going to be kind of hard to get to those players, but we'll have to see. So adding in the midfield, we have again a decent price structure. We have Mo Salah as the premium, then you have Mason Mount as that mid-priced asset, and then you have Martinelli and Rashford. And again, this midfield kind of picks itself. It's fairly straightforward. Andreas Pereira is just going to be on the bench, while Mount, Martinelli, Salah and Rashford will play most games. Then when Andreas has the double game week, we'll consider the bench boost, because this team can be bench boost at any moment. If another player like Martinelli is facing Man City, or Rashford's facing Man City or something, we have a difficult fixture, we can just bench one of those and bring Andreas in if he has a nice fixture. So that's the one thing that's very nice about this. I don't have any City midfielders because I couldn't stretch Mount up to Foden. We don't know about Foden's minutes anyway. And then I couldn't go all the way to KDB, of course, because that would be very much, that would cost a lot of money. And I do rate Salah quite highly. That might still change and Salah might become KDB before the deadline. And that's kind of where my thinking's at. And now finally we have the attack. Darwin, Haaland and Martial up front. Now I've gone with Martial over Mitrovic, and of course I have 0.1 in the bank, so Martial could easily become Mitrovic and I'll have 0.0 in the bank, so nothing in the bank at all. I do like a punt on Martial for the first 3 game weeks, possibly just the first 2, and then move him on to, you know, Mitrovic for that double. But the fact that Mitrovic has 4 yellow cards, he has been in and out of the squad. You know, Fulham played a friendly the other day and Mitrovic wasn't involved. Might have just been on vacation, but that kind of worries me. While Martial has been fully rested from the World Cup, he's got some very nice stats when he's fit. Erik ten Hag really likes him, so I think he will actually have a key role to play against Nottingham Forest, Wolves, and then of course Bournemouth. So I think there are a lot worse punts out there. If I could afford Wilson, then I might go for him, but Newcastle just competing in the cup, and I mean they won 1-0, but he didn't look too convincing in that one, so maybe just kind of finding his feet maybe is worth a wait to see. But overall, this is the squad. It's a strong front 3. We can bench boost any time. The team kind of selects itself, except for maybe the defense. You can rotate Walker in and out with the other players. You could also just bring Walker in instead of Martial or instead of one of the midfielders. So it kind of allows a lot of flexibility, but it's a 3-4-3 overall. But this is where my head's at right now. This is kind of the template. You have the biggest template picks in there, and you have some differentials like Mount, Robertson and Martial in between there. Walker, of course, you know, most people are going to go with Cancelo. So all of these players are certain differentials, and I'm pretty happy to have them in my team. But of course, there's no Man United defense, there's no Spurs cover, and there are only 2 Man City players. Those are the main cons I see with this draft, and it might need some tinkering. This is not my final team selection, but this is just where my head's at right now. Just wanted to let you guys know. So that's going to do it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please slap that like button, subscribe to the channel, Share this channel with your friends. I am working on more videos, of course. My final team selection will be coming later in the week. And then, of course, I'm also doing research for the next tactical video. That will be coming your way soon. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you'll keep enjoying the videos, keep watching. It means very much to me. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.